Hey guys, this video is very important. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I feel like from what I have to say, you're going to understand and it's going to resonate. Now, I have a scan here for reference and I want you to be assessing your scan as well. So there are a few things that I want to bring to your awareness and I want to be able to solve them for you as well. Okay, so if you're looking at your own scan, and you're looking over here, see where it says skeletal muscle mass or lean body mass? If you go over and you notice that they're decreasing, so you've lost a little bit of muscle mass or you've lost a little bit of lean body mass, that is a prime indicator that you're not getting in enough protein. Okay, and I want to explain why that's important, what might be going wrong, and how to overcome that. Because if we're not eating enough protein, this stuff starts to happen and it has long-term effects, okay? And one of the big ones is that it's gonna push you further away from your goal, which is what we don't want to happen. So just be aware if you're looking at your body scan and you see that you have had a significant amount of muscle loss, it just means that you're not getting enough protein in, okay? And what I have found and what we have also noticed is that a lot of times we just don't know how much protein we should be having, or we either overestimate how much we're getting in and then underestimating how much our bodies actually need. So looking at your body scan is going to give you that indication. If you can see that you're losing muscle mass, it's a good indicator that you need to up your protein. Now let's run through why. Like, why do I need protein? Why do I need protein? So protein is what helps your muscles recover. When you're exercising, when you're doing your sessions, you're actually breaking down your muscles. Like that's how those little micro tears happen. And when those little micro tears happen, they have to rebuild. And protein helps them rebuild. And as they rebuild, that's what makes you stronger. That's what helps tone you up. That's what helps give you that shape. But if you're not doing that and your muscles aren't able to actually regenerate or grow, that's when they start to break down. Okay, and it's the same thing if you're trying to cut calories and you're cutting calories too much, your body actually starts to break down that muscle and use it as energy as well. So there are a couple of things that could be happening. The biggest thing is that you're not getting enough protein in, and if you're not, don't freak out because you can fix it. All it is making sure you're getting enough protein in. And when you're doing your body scan, it's going to tell you a recommendation, and that's why we have that guide for you to show you how much protein you should be having, and then letting you compare what your scan says to how much you're actually getting in, and then how to make those changes. If you haven't seen the video, please let me know. I posted it a couple of days ago. It should be in your email. If it's not, tell me so I can send it to you. But it's got a lot of information in there of how to actually put this into practice so you can see for yourself where you're at, if you're missing the mark, how to improve and how to get back on top of that. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're getting enough protein in our bodies to make sure that we're not losing muscle mass, because one of the reasons we want to have muscle mass as well, it's not going to make us super bulk. So don't think that having more muscle mass is going to make you turn into the Hulk, because that's not what happens. The more muscle mass your body has, the better your body is at utilizing energy. Okay, you're going to burn more calories at rest, and the more muscle mass that you have, the easier it is for your body to actually burn fat. So if your goal is to burn fat and lose weight, then you want to make sure you're maintaining that muscle mass, because if you don't, maybe you're losing weight, but maybe you're losing muscle mass and you're not losing fat. So the aim of the game here is to make sure that we're losing body fat and maintaining the muscle mass. Because you can see here on this example here, skeletal muscle mass has actually gone down, lean body mass has gone down, but total fat mass has actually gone up. And this happens when the conditions just aren't right for our body. Maybe we're not giving ourselves the right amount of nutrients. Maybe we're not giving ourselves the right amount of sleep, the right amount of protein, and maybe we're cutting calories way too quickly. There are a lot of things at play here, but that's why we want to be aware of what our scans are saying. And the biggest thing that we notice and the biggest thing that we are trying to change at the moment and trying to get everyone to understand and link up with is the fact that skeletal muscle mass and lean body mass, having that in your body and making sure that we don't lose that, it's vital for progress. Like as we lose weight and we tone up, we want to make sure we have that shape. Our muscle mass is what gives us that shape. If we lose muscle mass and we lose body fat at the same time, then we're going to have to eventually put that muscle mass back on. But as we put that muscle mass back on, we might put on a little bit of fat at the same time. So the aim of the game is to try and drop that body fat, maintain that muscle mass if weight loss is your goal. And that's the aim of the game here. So if we're losing muscle mass, that's got to raise a bit of a red flag for us to be like, oh, I'm not getting enough protein in. How do I get more protein in? And like the biggest thing I was saying now, if you're struggling to get protein in, because 9 times out of 10, that's what it is. We either don't know how much protein we should be getting in. We don't know where we can get extra sources of protein in. These are your best bet, okay? This is your best bet. Getting protein in from supplements is the easiest way to do it if you find that you struggle to get it from your natural food sources. If you're already feeling on top of your diet, but you still feel like you're not getting enough protein in, you can up it with those like main protein sources like lean meats or your vegetarian options as well. But the quickest way to do it is with supplements, and supplements are going to help. That's what they call supplements for. They're going to help in conjunction with what you're already doing to help fast track your progress. Okay, so if you find that your protein is dipping, don't freak out, don't stress. Use it as a reminder, as an indicator for you that you need to grab some protein. You need to actually start taking that, whether you're taking it every morning for breakfast in a protein shake. You should definitely be taking it after your session, but getting in enough protein for your body to build muscle and not lose it, that's very, very, very important. So I'd encourage you now, jump on, have a look at your scan, see what it says. If you notice that you have slightly decreased in your muscle mass or your lean body mass, we better see you in the studio. We better have a conversation about getting more protein in your body and making sure you do stay on top of that. Because it's going to be powerful and it's going to help you get to where you're trying to get to. Okay, so that's all I have to say for today. I just want to make you aware of why it's important to make sure you are having enough protein in to make sure you do reach your goals, and what could potentially happen if you don't, because we don't want to break down all that muscle. We don't want to lose all that progress. We want to make sure we keep the muscle mass, we burn the fat, and we actually make solid progress. Okay, so that's all I have to say. If you have any questions on this, if you want to dive into it further, if you want to organize a one-on-one, we're more than happy to sit down and actually go through your scan with you individually, and then run through maybe what's going on at home with food, with recovery, and what else is going on, so that we can tweak a few things and find out what we can improve on, how we can get more protein in that diet, and what we need to do moving forward. Okay, so let us know. Talk to you soon.